everybody, Chris Newton here, Chris Newton Real Estate. So today I don't got my my gimbal, so it's not gonna go boom, 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 boom. Now let me know in the comments if y'all actually like when I do the boom, 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 boom or not. All right. So right now we got a topic, right? The 5 people you need on your team when selling a property, right? Property, co-op, whatever. You guys know what I mean. So the top 5 people that you need when selling a property, right? You probably didn't even think of this. So let's get into it. Number 1, real estate attorney, right? That's one of the most important people you need when selling your property. Why? They're going to look over the contracts. Let's say you're the seller, right? So you need a seller's attorney. In New York, let's say in New York, because I believe in other states, you don't need a seller's attorney, right? Though it's like I'm here like super shiny, whatever. In New York, you need a real estate attorney, right? I believe there's real estate attorneys all over the place in the US. I'm not too sure. We'll find out, right? But regardless of that, if there's real estate attorneys in your state or where you guys are watching this, I would say you need a real estate attorney. You're selling your property, have a real estate attorney make the contract. They're going to make the contract. They're going to look over the contract, and those two are going to go back and forth. Now, you need a great, effective real estate attorney. Keyword is effective. You do not need a real estate attorney that's going to kill the deal, okay? There are real estate attorneys that get so wrapped up in their ego, they kill the deal, right? You want to sell your property or you want to buy your property, you need a real estate attorney that's going to make sure it gets done. Now, real estate attorneys are not people who solve issues. They find issues, right? So this is the thing about real estate attorneys. They're not problem solvers. They are problem finders, right? Now, some can be solvers, right? For the most part, you're going to get somebody who's going to find the issue, and they'll give you the options. You'll have somebody that's going to go through options, but they're basically there to save you, right? They want to make sure the deal is that you're not getting bent over in a sense when it comes to this deal, right? So you need a real estate attorney. You need somebody to look over the contracts. You need somebody to make the contracts. You need somebody to explain to you in detail, in layman's terms at that, what everything means. To lay this out, boom, 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 boom. That way, if something comes up, you can get out the deal smoothly. You know how you can get sued, how to not get sued. Is this a great deal for you as far as the contracts are concerned? So number 5, the real estate attorney, right? Boom, I'm gonna look at my notes. Whoop. All right, number 4, your accountant. Look, they got every time I do a video, somehow, some way, right? They start with the noise, whatever. So number 4, your accountant. So you need an accountant, right? Why do you need an accountant? You need to make sure that the numbers are good. If you're buying something, and if you're buying something, period, right? You especially in a business, real estate is a business transaction. You buying something in a business transaction, you need to make sure that your accountant knows what's going on, right? They understand the taxes. They understand all of the laws. A good accountant, right? They understand the laws. They understand if you do this with your taxes, if you do that with your taxes. 1031 exchanges, which I'll talk about in another video sometime. They'll tell you, they'll help you legally maneuver around what you need. Is this a good deal? Is this going to help? Boom, 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 boom. They'll be able to line itemize everything that's happening with this property, what you'll be left over with. Sometimes an attorney will do that as well, but your accountant is definitely going to be the person to go to when these numbers are concerned, right? Regarding your numbers, you definitely need a great accountant to look at everything that's going on, okay? Something got in my eye, sorry about that. So number three, you need a contractor, right? You guys didn't even think I was going to say that, right? You need a contractor, right? The reason you need a contractor is if you're on a, let's say you're on the sell side, I do a lot of transactions on the sell side, right? Also do some on the buy side, but a lot of transactions on the sell side. On the sell side, why do you need a contractor? You need a contractor to come look at this property. Why? Because a buyer is going to come look at the property, right? 9 times out of 10, a buyer, especially if it's a home, like a single family home, multi-family home, 9 times out of 10, a buyer is going to come to the property on a second showing or the third showing. You know, they want to see it again. They want to bring their family. They want to bring their father, their uncle, whatever, or an actual licensed contractor. They want to say, okay, well, this is going to be this, and this is going to be this. Well, this is kind of old, and if we knock this down, it'll cost this much, and so on and so forth. So you want to kind of beat them to the punch, right? You kind of want to beat the buyer to the punch. You need a contractor. You need to, if something's going on with the roof, you need to know, how much it is going to cost. If I need to knock this down, this is kind of old. I know they're going to say something about this, especially if it's a fixer-upper. You need a contractor on board. Here we go with the noise, right? We need a contractor on board to definitely save you a lot of money, right? So even if you don't have a relationship with a contractor and it's going to cost you a couple, maybe $1,000 or $2,000, right? You just need their expertise. You need their opinion. It's going to save you a lot of money. I've had deals where agents will call me or buyers will call me before they even see the property and say, oh, well, can we do this and can we do that and yada, yada, yada. Oh, this is going to cost about $200,000, or oh, this renovation is going to cost this amount of money. Now you're going to have a licensed contractor to come look at your property. How much is it going to cost? Of course, it's going to be a range, right? Because they may not use your contractor. But how much is it going to cost to bring this up to speed? Okay, this is going to cost anywhere from $120,000 to $250,000. All right, so now you have this information. You can actually get them to write it up for you, right? Now, when somebody comes to you and they say, okay, well, it's going to cost $500,000 of worth of work, and what are you putting in the what are you putting in the closet? Marble? Like, what are you talking about $500,000? No, it's going to cost between 120 to 150 or whatever two numbers I said, right? It's going to cost this amount of money. I don't know what you're talking about. Boom, here's an estimate, right? Now, they want to do some type of, customization. Right? I don't know what's going on right now. It's super loud. If they want to do some type of customization, let's say they want to combine not bedrooms. If they want to combine bedrooms or they want to combine floors. Obviously, you're not going to have a contract to do that because you may not think that somebody's going to request that or want to do that. So that's on them. But general renovations or, get the place up to speed. If this is going to happen, you need roof work. You want to do that. This actually leads me into number 2, right? The number 2, numero dos. You need an inspector, right? Same reason. They're going to hire an inspector to look at the property. The inspector is going to say the plumbing needs fixing. The inspector is going to say something's wrong with the roof, something's wrong with the boiler. The floors are old. We have it's mold or there's termite damage or whatever's going on, right? The inspector is there for the buyer. So the buyer is going to say, listen, it's going to cost this amount of money. We need this amount of money off, yada, 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 yada. So get you an inspector. Have the inspector look at the property first. The inspector's going to come. He's going to give you a list. So now you know what you should fix, right? Or what to expect, right? So if you're going to sell your property, and you want to know, you got to think like a buyer, right? Or your agent to think like a buyer, right? They want to spend the least amount of money possible, right? I'm kind of going on into something else, but the inspector is there to work for the buyer when the buyer brings them. So they're trying to get the price down even further. I explained this in a few other videos, right? On how to negotiate, so on and so forth. So get you an inspector. They're going to be there to help you. They're going to save you tons of money. You're going to be happy you did it. Number 1, get yourself a real estate agent / broker like me, right? Like me, right? That was an ugly wink. All right, listen, let's try. Bang. There you go. That was a better wink. So get yourself a real estate agent, right? Get yourself a real estate broker, right? Somebody like Chris Newton Real Estate, right? Who's going to make sure you're good. He or she is going to look at everything that's happening, right? They also will have these connections, these relationships with the real estate attorneys, the accountants, the contractors, the inspectors, other agents. They're going to, recommend whether you take them or not. They'll recommend them, and they also have like the expertise and the knowledge of everything kind of surrounding it, right? So you need a real estate agent that's going to be able to work effectively, right? Effectively with each one of these people, right? The attorney, the accountant, the contractor, and inspector, and say, okay, I know that the buyer is going to bring an inspector. Let, let's hire, hey, Mr. and Mrs., seller, let's hire an inspector to look at the property before we put it on the market. Okay, boom, we do that. Now it's on the market. Right before we put it on the market, boom, 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 boom. This comes up. Okay, now let's get a contractor to look at the roof, the basement, or whatever the hell comes up on the inspection report. So now we have an idea. Now we can kind of strategize. Now, every buyer is not going to, hopefully every buyer is going to get an inspector, right? But every buyer is not going to be super anal when it comes to things, right? You just want to be prepared in the event that this happens, right? So you'll be able to strategize. Now, again, your agent is supposed to be a strategist, right? Not just a seller's agent or a buyer's agent or just here to put it on the MLS. You want to be able to strategize with your agent, have your agent strategize with you on how to save you the most money when it comes to, make you the most money when it comes to, let's say, net you the most money when it comes to selling your property, right? So these are the 5 things that you need, right? You need a real estate attorney. You need a real estate attorney. You need an accountant. You need a contractor. You need an inspector, and you need me, or somebody like me. Like that. My wings are getting better and better. That one's kind of, I bet, whatever. Somebody like me to as a real estate agent, right? Boom, knocked it out the park, right? Yeah, we said Chris Newton Real Estate here, chrisnewtonrealestate.com. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, my website, Chris Newton Real Estate. Everything is Chris Newton Real Estate. Find me on Google Maps, Chris Newton Real Estate. Twitter or X, whichever you guys want to call it, that is New York's agent, right? For now. And we move forward. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to contact me. And, any questions you guys have, just give me a call. Text me, email, carrier pigeon, smoke signal, whichever you guys like. Talk to you soon.